probably a inside plastic surgery job, and yeah, there would be a good 8 weeks in my opinion, for sure.
This is Jonathan Agatha for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Mark Tibbs here in Las Vegas. Mark, bit of a difference from Raynham, where I've been down the origin. But how have you found your time in Las Vegas?
No, it's been great so far. I've had a good couple of weeks here. It's good to touch base again with Johnny, the Romford Bull, and taper him down and sharpen him up to how I like him, and it's been good. Yeah, it's been fantastic. We've been to a top-ranked gym, been to Salas's gym. We've worked a gym yesterday called Bones Adams, who I met Ashley Fearpain out of the blue. It was lovely to see a familiar face in the back streets of Las Vegas somewhere.
Mark, Johnny Fisher is in his 11th fight as a professional on a bill here in Las Vegas, and I believe as well it's your first time cornering anyone in Vegas. I know as a fighter it's a dream for them to fight. As a trainer, is it somewhat a dream to be training someone for a fight here in Vegas?
It is. It's every fighter's dream, and I was a fighter myself, and never ever boxed internationally, professionally. So it is a very, very good for myself as a trainer to, especially as my charge, the Romford Bull. I feel he's got very, very. I think the Yanks, the Americans, are gonna love his style for sure. Yeah.
And the weigh-in, all the fans came over. Some support for him, and is he feeling a bit of pressure or is it just we know he has that support anyway, but. I know him as a guy. He was saying, look, I want to put on a show for them. They've spent all their hard-earned cash. What's his mindset like?
No, Johnny is much more. He's still, we've got to still get some more experience, but he's much more maturer than in his first 2 or 3 initial fights. Much more, and handling crowds much better, and. He knows in order to get to where we want to get to, he's got to be controlled and control that aggression he's got inside of him, and be patient at times and go at times. So he's learning all them things, measuring, being patient, slipping, getting behind the jab, feinting, not literally. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the way Johnny's coming on, for sure.
And in terms of his opponent tomorrow, Bezos, what are you expecting from him? He looks fired up, but expecting a tough fight, or do you think Johnny's going to just walk through him?
No, he's a very mature man. He's had a very good experience in kickboxing, background in kickboxing. He's 10-0, all but 1, 11-0 but 1. And he's a big man, 6'6", and but although he's a big man, I believe that he's a bigger target to hit for Johnny. And we've done our own work, and we know what we've got to do. And if it gets hard in there, we know what to do as well. Yeah, but no, Johnny's looking forward to getting in the ring now, and it's an early start tomorrow, so earlier than normal anyway. I think we've been told we're midday-ish around that time, so we're going to get up, have breakfast, walk it off, and get ready to go to the venue.
Yeah, that's interesting because you'd normally be used to 7, 8, 9 o'clock. It's like you say, probably around midday Vegas time, which is about 8 o'clock back home. How does that affect things? Like you say, do you have to get up earlier than normal, or? Well,
no, we've agreed to have breakfast half hour earlier than we normally do, and just go from there. We have been training at fight times, midday-ish, and so we've done the best we can, with what we've got in front of us. Yeah, and Johnny's ready, more than ready.
Brilliant. Well, before we just come on to the rest of your stable, I just do want to talk about the news earlier today. Were you as shocked as everyone else when you heard that Fury Usyk's off, Mark?
Do you know what, Jonathan? We was coming down the lift, going to the weigh-in, and I was so disappointed. But I'm going to Johnny's weigh-in, so it's all about Johnny Fisher. But I personally was so disappointed as a boxing fan, because it took so long to get that undisputed on, and we never ever thought we was going to get it, but we got it down in the Saudis. Imagine how they feel. But I just looked at some footage which one of you guys showed me, and yeah, it wasn't very clear. But if it was an elbow could have done that for sure. So, yeah, I believe it's all kosher. He wouldn't want to do this 2 weeks out, for sure. But let's just hope that. It looked pretty bad though, the cut. I got to say, I saw a still of the cut, and it looked nasty. So it ain't like we wished. It was a little nick, and it was couple of weeks in training, but it's 2 weeks from fight night, which is so disappointed.
I spoke to Tony Sims earlier today, and I said to him, look, you know, as a trainer, how long do you think this will take to heal and things like that? And he sort of suggested maybe 6 weeks just to heal before he can spar again, and then, you know, maybe look at July, August for the reschedule. Would you go along with that? You know, in your experience, how long does this sort of thing take to heal?
Yeah, absolutely. I think looking at what I saw through that still, that picture, it's like probably a inside plastic surgery job, and yeah, there would be a good 8 weeks in my opinion, for sure. And yeah, I agree with that for sure.
So when you say plastic surgery, what do you mean by that?
Well, when I say plastic surgery, I can talk from my own experience. I had a clash of heads in a fight when I was a pro myself, and I had it stitched up in the dressing room, and then my manager at the time sent me to an hospital, and we had it unstitched, and we had it stitched on the inside first, then on the outside. So I think that's called plastic surgery. Yeah, right. That's what I had done. So that looked a bit worse than my one, while that's still. But yeah, it's very disappointing, and I just hope it ain't as bad as, you know, where it did look bad. To tell the truth, it did look bad, and an elbow would have done that. The footage I saw, couldn't see it that very clear. I saw a check hook go in. The fella calling the spar called it a check hook. I saw a backhand hook come in, and if that momentum was to rotate, it would turn into an elbow, if you know what I'm saying. But you know, I couldn't see it. So couldn't see it too clear. But an elbow would do that for sure.
And then David Haye came out and said, look, you know, when it happened on the other foot, when he had to pull out a week before, so he sort of said that Fury gave him a load of stick and things like that. I mean, you know, as a former fighter yourself, explain the fighter mindset of, you know, because he's sort of, you know, tasted that, and now he's in a sense giving it back to Fury.
Well, that's what it is. What you just said. He's been on the end of that, and now he's giving it back to him, I guess. But I don't know. I sort of get what you're talking about, but I don't know what you're talking about, if you know what I mean. But I get it. But yeah. But listen, it is very disappointing, as I say, Jonathan. And I just hope that you know, it gets rescheduled. Yeah, we all hope it gets rescheduled. I mean. Yeah, I think it's genuine. No, I can't think it's genuine. I know it's genuine. You know, it's 2 weeks out. There's too much involved to, you know, and there would be evidence that has to be produced amongst both sides. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the companies involved, you know, the television companies, etc. So no, it's just one of them things, man.
Yeah, I mean,
shit happens.
I mean, literally yesterday, like you say, television companies, they all announced it was on all their channels. So, yeah. Mark, just a couple more and we'll finish. Talk to me about Elly Brooks' win in Leeds the other week. A good performance.
It was a fantastic performance by Elle. She had a little bit of a lock in arms of the first 2 rounds. Both girls wanted a win, and she got a bit of space in that 3rd round, and done what she'd been practicing and knocked the girl out, which I was over the moon with. So I was happy for her. She done a great job. But yeah.
And Georgio Violi, highlight reel, show reel knockout. Talk to us a bit about him, because with knockouts like that, he's going to make a real impression.
Well, Georgio Violi, when he first come to my gym, he had a couple of sessions with me, and he says, "Mark, do you know what? I'm a good boxer. I ain't a puncher, but I've already had a few sessions with him." And I said, "Georgio, you are a puncher, son. You can punch, but don't forget that boxing, that beautiful boxing you've got, because that's going to take you. That's going to take you a long, long way. You can punch." Anyway, so in his debut over in Dublin, he's you saw what he did. You saw what he did, and he come back to the corner. He went, "I can punch," and I went, "Yeah, it was great." And he's kind of done a duplicate performance again in Belfast last Saturday, and he's a great boxer. He really, really is, and he's got a very, very bright future. I love working with him because instinctively he was a Repton boy and all, and I'm a Repton boy. I boxed at West Ham for a bit, but won all my titles at Repton, and we've got that rapport, and I really knows what he's got to do, if you know what I'm saying, in his for him to move on to title contention. He's a great prospect to work with, and he's got a very, very, very bright future in boxing. Instinctively knows what to do, and great liver, disciplined, strong for a 20-year-old kid, strong, and clever.
And lastly, your two boys, Tommy Fletcher and John Hedges, out next week. Separate shows, which is a bit of a nightmare. Yeah. But just talk to us about them and their future this year.
Yes, Tommy Fletcher, the Norfolk Nightmare, is on the 10th of February on the Copper Box show, the BT card. He should be moving up to 8 rounds soon, but he's a big puncher, as you know, and I want him to be a bit more vicious. A little bit more, and he will do. He's only 21, doing really, really well. A good kid to work with. Johnny Hedges, beautiful, brilliant boxer. I'm not going to call him the Tyson Fury, but he is just like him. He's better than Tyson Fury when Tyson was his age. Tyson won't mind me saying that. Well, he might do, but no, he's himself. He's 6'7", like Tommy Fletcher. He's really is. He's like. Listen, he's got that IQ of Georgio Violi too, and he's a real good, masterful boxer. He needs pushing a bit this year, I think. He's just had a hand injury, and he's got a fight. He's fighting a German kid at the O2 Indigo on the 10th, and after Johnny's fight, we're going to nail down 2 teams that I work with to cover there. But I'm hoping to do one. I'm hoping to do both corners. For they're only 2 stops away, and their management have promised me, S-Jam, to get me over there in a motorbike taxi. So let's see.
Well, if you need any advice, I'd advise you to speak to Shane McGuigan, because I know he had to do it recently for, I think he had Caroline Dubois and Ellie Scottney, or maybe it was Adam Azim. But not unheard of, but not ideal. But Mark, all the best tomorrow night here in Las Vegas with Johnny Fisher, and we'll catch up soon.
Can I just mention Joel Bartel? He's fighting on the 24th of February at York Hall on the TM14 show. A very, very big punching, brilliant on the eye, box fighter, punisher, really good fighter. Joel Bartel, middleweight. So look out for him. The Beast, they call him. Yeah.
Stay tuned for him. And Mark, best of luck tomorrow night.
Lovely. Thank you.